And I know he's practicing Ken for this tournament. So it's all Ken, and Jesse is playing Palutena, as he has been doing for the entire tournament and tournament last time, by the way. So let me get the scoreboard set up. Bear with me, I'm trying this for the very first time. So let's save that. There it is. Patrino, the we call it the Ken, actually, versus Palutena, played by Jesse. Now, if you guys know anything about Ryu, maybe Ryu. You know, I know they're Echo Fighters, but I'm already getting confused. But if you know anything about Ken, what's different from Ryu, anything like that, the game is still very young, so be sure to drop that in the chat. That will be very interesting to see. And maybe we can all learn from it just a little bit. So here we go, explosive flames coming out from Jesse. I think that's a very good move. Some people have been doubting Palutena. A lot more people have been realizing she is probably very good, and I would agree with that. Thing is, yes, she had crazy good aerials in Smash 4 as well. Yes, she was kind of fast in Smash 4 as well, not very fast. And no, her speed boost in this game isn't that crazy compared to some others, but the fact that Auto Radical is now a totally usable move, and Explosive Flame is one of her default moves now, that means she can actually force you to kind of play in her range, you know. And that was a big problem for Palutena in Smash 4. It's not just that her ground game was weak, it's that you could run away from her. And she really didn't have too much of an answer. But now, at ranges like these, you know, you can force him to approach. That's really, really big for Palutena. And we can already see in action, Jesse is making a fantastic start here in round 1 of top 8. Being even in stocks with one of the best players in the Netherlands, Patrino. And he is up in percent, so that's very nice. Of course, we know the Street Fighter characters can do some huge damage and carry some huge momentum. So let's see if Patrino can make that Street Fighter type of comeback we are all familiar with. The parry on the Explosive Flame, but no punish on the Palutena. That's unfortunate for Patrino. He wants that dash attack, he wants to get the hit. But honestly, it's looking a little bit tough, because Jesse knows when to keep his distance and when to go in for those whiff punishes. Oh, look at those dashes for Patrino. That looks so cool with the lack of turning around on Ken. But, you know, you're not going to win a set by looking cool. As we can see, it got him relatively little outside of a back air for the stock. So, yeah, okay, Ken. He's not in the lead, so that's a problem. That means Palutena gets to run away and shoot her Auto Radicals and Explosive Flames. But I think Ken has a little less skill power than Ryu. And of course his Shoryuken is a little different. You know, it's not as strong, but you don't need the sweet spot per se to get some nice strength. So that's a big difference, but it also means that he won't be up tilting to insta-killing anymore with the Street Fighter character on the percentage like this. Jesse is just playing an amazing game, keeping Patrino exactly where he wants him. And even going in for the smash attack on the spot dodge. I don't know if... oh yeah, I don't know if you want to keep up the momentum. Because of course if you play like that, you get the chance to expand your lead very quickly. But as we see, you also open yourself up more than necessary for punishes. Patrino took that stock earlier with his Shoryuken. Got a nice advantage state on the next stock. For a quick 35, but he had such a deficit that it was only a matter of time before Jesse was gonna get that kill move. And his juggles with the Explosive Flame are very good. If you're an aspiring Palutena main, be sure to take a look at how Jesse uses his Explosive Flame. Juggling with aerials, very nice, but they're gonna drift away from you, and that's when you still have your Explosive Flame to try and catch them. So yeah, be aware of those tools. That's very important. So that's a 1-0 in favor of Jesse, but Patrino still has a chance. I think we're all playing best of 3. Actually, I don't know. If you could drop them in the chat, that'd be great. Help a commentator out. I wonder if Patrino is switching characters. Probably not, because he did say he would go on Ken, but I wonder if he can resist the temptation, because you know, you want to remain in that winner's side. When it comes to stages, I would personally not go to the Pokemon Stadium, because in this game, it's not like it has town and city low ceiling, but in this game, Pokemon Stadium has probably the lowest, or about the lowest, ceiling of all the neutral stages. And a character like Palutena is really focused on killing you off the top. We saw it with very strong, very disjointed up air. We saw it with the explosive flame. It's really only the back air and a roll smash attack that's gonna kill you off the side. But you know, okay, back air, fair enough. But if you're gonna get hit with smash attacks, you're probably dying on most stages anyway, because those wings are strong. But they're not gonna get used very often. So I think the top blast zone is definitely most important if you're playing versus Palutena. So it's great to see a lot of people in the chat. Very happy people are watching. Hello to Paint, Tails, Chuck, Saru, Ramses. It's the whole Dutch crew coming out. Super Sammy, I see you. Next time I want to see you guys in the bracket as well. But for now we're going to focus on Patrino. There is the Fox. I knew he couldn't resist it. And yes, of course, sticking with the Palutena as they go to Skyloft. Very interesting stage is one way to put it. It's like a triplat, but the layout is really different, as you can see. And the bottom of the stage is a fall-through platform. So that means you have to space your recovery perfectly, or you're just not going to grab that ledge. Especially with horizontal recoveries, that could often spell your death. So, you know, it's gotta be watching those illusions. And of course the warp is also a little bit harder to use when recovering versus these kind of base platforms as well. So far the Fox has been doing a little better than the Ryu. Of course it's just the beginning, but he has taken the lead. And on Pokemon Stadium, Patrino's scan was always just a little bit on the back foot. And now we see some laser use. And that's interesting, because Palutena's projectiles are kind of good now, but they're not long range. So if you're all the way on the other side of a very wide stage like this one, those lasers can actually, you know, put some damage on Palutena, as he's throwing out explosive flames, outer radicals that are not going to reach you. So it's going to be interesting to see how Foxes are going to use maybe a little more laser in this matchup than usual. But honestly, most Foxes just like to get in there and throw out some legs. You can see right there with the up smash. Excellent up smash out of shield, which is of course a lot easier to do in this game. All you need to do is just smash attack upwards. No extra jump cancels required. So that's a very nice quality of life buff for all characters in this game. This game is honestly full of those kind of quality of life things, which is it's very nice to see. So now Jesse on the back foot in terms of stocks for the first time. Patrino does a good job recovering, but the normal getup that seems so safe at that distance is gonna get covered by the explosive flame. Because it's not just explosive, it's also a flame. And that means it's gonna stay out there for quite a while, you know. You got those lengthy multi-hit hitboxes on the side B from Palutena. It's not just one bang. So is he going to use illusion? Yes, he is. He's going to go underneath the stage. There's Jesse with the neutral air edge guard. Very good. Patrino made sure to line himself up well with the ledge, which is smart. But it did give Jesse the time to drop down there with a nair. And that nair, in my opinion, is one of the most amazingly buffed moves in the game. It was already pretty decent in Smash 4, but Palutena's nair is absolutely crazy in Ultimate. So again, all you aspiring Palutena mains in the chat, be sure to really make use of that nair. That's important stuff. And of course, if you're playing versus Palutena, that means watch out for that nair. And don't be content with shielding on platform like you would do in Smash 4, because it shield pokes really easily. While I was raving on about Nair, Patrino got a lot of hits, got a lot of damage, very good play, finished it off with the reverse hit of the up smash. Usually a little bit weaker, but at 170 that is surely gonna do it on this Palutena, as Jesse has been brought to his final stock. Let's see if he can make the comeback, but Patrino is barely even hurt. But now Jesse's got him in the air. That is a really bad place to be versus Palutena. Unfortunately for Patrino, he dodges the first up air and then a very fast fall speed gets him down to the ground safely before Jesse can reset. Yes, on the platform, here come the up airs. Probably buffered a short of accidentally. That's something everybody's gonna get used to in this game. Who knows, maybe in a later patch they'll allow you to turn that up, but until that happens, I advise everybody to get used to pressing your A button a little bit later than you would in Smash 4 if you want the full hop aerial. I hear a lot of followers coming in. Thank you so much for following. Can't name you all specifically because we are commentating a match. And it's heating up because they're all at their final stock. And Jesse has quite a bit to make up. You know, Patrino looks like he's in a really good position. But aside from Fox's power, we are also very familiar with his fragility as a character. But it looks like Jesse is not gonna get the time. Yes, he is! Patrino is late with the smash attack for the edge guard. And now they're back at neutral. We see Jesse backing up using some projectiles. He doesn't want to risk getting hit with another one of the smash attacks. He needs to get Patrino off stage and go for an edge guard. That's how you win. And it is just so much more possible in this game as we see it right there. Patrino popping out of the multi-hit from the explosive flame. And he just got thrown up right before Jesse. He of course buffered a Firefox because that's what you're gonna do if you fall out of a multi-hit. And Jesse just so ready with that forward smash. That is super unfortunate.